We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Cubs are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Tony Gonsolin is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch coming. Here it is. The first of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a 450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Stepping in now, Clint Frazier. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Frazier, a native of Georgia. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal, put yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team. Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. 67 degrees our game time temperature. 1 out, nobody on. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Weekly hit to third, fielded cleanly. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
That is third. The right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there.
Everybody has.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Bellinger looking up. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. A A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Too, man.
So digging in now, Wilson Contreras. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Does he really, though?
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Pitch on the way. Hit down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Thompson, right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
And the pitch. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch.
On the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the payoff pitch home. And
what the
close,
fuck?
but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next up for Los Angeles, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff
Yeah, but it's a
walk.
fucking paint job.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Bouncer up the middle. Reined in. One there. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
A speedy Trey Turner. Second in the National League round trip category.
Yeah, it's still early in the year right now, and this guy's not known to be a huge power threat. But he's gotten off to an amazing start, and I'd like to see him have a hot season and ride it out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run. And that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
So here's Cody Bellinger. Now
Oh,
a swing and
damn
a
it.
deep drive to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Fucking Bellinger, man.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
At the plate, Chris Turner. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The average entering play at 301. 15 long balls, 26 RBIs. 1-1 the count now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Slow roller out to short. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first, saves an error as the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. After this.
I'm supposed to be coming. Dude. I think.
Now batting Patrick Wisdom as it'll go 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
I was making you fucking Apple ID. But I think that would work. I tried to make it. If it don't, I already tried that.
First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah, I gotta wipe, and then I'll wipe it just like I do with my fucking my iPhone. I gotta do it anyway. It won't cost nothing because I have to pay for it to do my iPhone. And you pay for a year's service, so that's all it is paying money to get this shit.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I already got the app.
Nothing in 2 count.
So how much do I owe you for?
Got him swinging on the split finger pitch, and that's out number 1.
Yeah.
At the plate, Rafael Ortega, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second, right to him. And that's the second out.
Was you expecting one?
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder.
Then I have the option to bite back.
Stepping up now, Frank Schwindel. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch to him. Yeah, that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Shit, you wanted that bad one without something.
Curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
I said 40. Hold on to it and I'll give you
Now here it comes.
How's that sound?
No.
2 out,
You're not
nobody
making this
on.
easy.
Yeah, I am. I said last night I didn't want
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
It costs you 50
Now
bucks
the
to
pitch.
wipe it anyway.
And he fouls this one off.
He said good work and everything.
That is. I'm gonna see if I can get that.
Ow.
Ready with another 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Bellinger. Long run, but he gets there to track. Stepping in, Gavin Lux. He'll lead things off here in this one-run
Second
contest.
baseman, number 9.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. Lane 11, 1-1.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball left side. He's got it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Batting 8, the third baseman.
Striding in, Eddie Alvarez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 26.
Into the box now, Tony Gonsolin, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. From the stretch, the 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
That's in there. Base hit. And the run will come in to score from second, as now it's a 3-1 ball game.
Now back.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Roy. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I gotta believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out not given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in
number
early
5.
counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down to the zone will get him an out.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Here now is Trey Turner, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball, no.
4 runs here in this half inning. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
On the move is Hayward. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Leading on Christopher Morrow, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Morrow is quite the athlete on the defensive side of the scorecard. Today playing shortstop, but he's actually a center fielder by trade.
Yeah, this one's crazy for me. To be a center fielder by trade and be asked to come into the infield, not only into the infield, but at a premium position, it screams that he must have touched the position at some point. No manager would ask a player to come from center field into shortstop unless he had the utmost confidence in this guy's defensive skills.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Watch him. Down, Manny was one of my favorites, mostly because he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Nico Horner will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Nico Horner.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. From the stretch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go to the plate and still feel confident.
Ready now, Clint Frazier. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch coming, here it is. Up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Ripped down the first base line. A dive, but it's off his glove. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper. Really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Braylon Marquez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Marquez.
Bottom of the third now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Already 2 hits in the ballgame as he's on base here in the home third. And as you can see that on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. To the plate now, Chris Taylor. Chopper to first, might only get one. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Now batting, number 9.
Digging in, Gavin Lux. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Bellinger, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Popped him up. Left fielder coming in. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
Next for the Dodgers, Will Smith. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A runner on first with 2 away. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Happ is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for LA. They lead it 6-1. All set for the start of the inning. Now it'll be the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 1-0 pitch on the way. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside and low, 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. now 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Coming to the plate now, Patrick Wisdom. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Plays off the split finger that time. 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Nobody out, runner on first. He's running. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
I think it was pretty apparent he was trying to steal that bag to keep them out of the double play, which the guy at the plate is certainly prone to sometimes. It's always a risk, though, and that time they cut him down.
Coming to the plate now, Rafael Ortega. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, Eddie Alvarez. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And this is a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Line drive to center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. Into the box, Tony Gonsolin. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. On to first to complete the double play. Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Mookie Betts is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Ball 4.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the base this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. And now they've got him in a rundown. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him. Is that it? Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantaged counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to square that baby up.
In now, Christopher Morrow, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
No one out with a runner at second. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Catches the corner. Got him looking. And now the Cubs pitcher, Braylon Marquez. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Andrelton Simmons will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Andrelton Simmons.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-1. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. A little low. It's 2-2. Full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Mitchell White takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Ian Happ will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. He's set, and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. White offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. The 1-0.
That's the ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
First and second now, 1 man out. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
A 3-0. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Digging in and looking for more, Clint Frazier. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two. Bases are loaded here, one man out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Going back is Bellinger. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it a 6-2 game.
Now, obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
So stepping in, Jason Hayward comes two with that home run he hit earlier. Looking to minimize the damage here. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. 2 down, runners at first and second. Misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
There's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, man. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. On the move is Betts. And he makes the catch as just the one. Daniel Norris will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 49.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Here it comes. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Mm, 2-0.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
And a good throw gets him, 1 gone. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. Trey Turner comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner.
2-1.
Right side. Happ picks it up. The flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. The veteran.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Last time through was a base hit. Infield swung around a bit to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball, and it's gone as they add still another.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Patrick Wisdom. In there, and it's 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Betts. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Rafael Ortega. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Standing in now, Frank Schwindel, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Runners on first with 1 down. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
The 2-1 home. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner goes for second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out of this level.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Morrow. First pitch on its way. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Fielded cleanly. There's 1. Back to Freeman. Not in time, and they'll just get the 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and they couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Alfonso Rivas will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Alfonso Rivas.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Strand a couple. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Takes the mound as he's being called upon to pitch. Number 57. So striding in, Gavin Lux. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
The second baseman, number 9.
The pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Bouncer to the left side. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
Stepping into the box, Will Smith. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the third
Riding
baseman,
in once again, Eddie Alvarez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. And good for him. Eddie Alvarez has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. But the Dodgers. Yency Almonte is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. There's that slider truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
2-1.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. So a full count now. Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Taylor. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ, number 148 for his career. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Now batting, the left fielder.
At the plate now, Clint Frazier. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 1-0. Is swung on and missed, strike one. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball two.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 2-1 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here now the 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
The 3-1 pitch. Sinker misses, ball four.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So coming to the plate, Wilson Contreras. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one. Runners on first with 1 down. Off and running is Hayward. That's a strike to throw down. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ball 2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out. Brandon Hughes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 47, Brandon Hughes.
Last half of the seventh here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Mookie Betts.
The right fielder, Mookie.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Ready. Here's the first offering. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Freddie Freeman. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He's set. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. One and one to the Dodgers first baseman.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And there's one down now. Into the box now, Trey Turner, over 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And they're trying to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Hayward. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 35.
Cody Bellinger will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ballgame. As we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. on a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Down the left field line and deep. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Happ scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready to begin the eighth. Next, the dangerous power threat, Patrick Wisdom.
Number 60.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Liner towards second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
At the plate, Rafael Ortega, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Nobody out, runner up first. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing, and oh my. Hit him with the Hine. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season, as it's now an 8-5 ball game. Well, if you're doing us, that's the 7th.
This place plays completely different, but to do it at night, that's why it was such an impressive performance today. For them to move traffic all over the yard today, not easy to do.
Craig Kimbrell is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. To the plate now, Frank Schwindel. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, Dero, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. And if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
The next Cub up, Christopher Morrow. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. And the pitch. 3-0 now.
3-0.
Still only one out in the inning. And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Nick Madrigal will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 1, Nick Madrigal.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Here it comes, 0-2.
No.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
So now to the plate, Ian Happ, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first, but the runner's back easily. The 0-1 on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1. And it's 1-2. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Misses. Ball 2. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Cubs 5. Michael Rooker is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. At the plate, Chris Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And he misses there. 1-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Now in the box, Gavin Lux. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ball 1. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now back.
Stepping in, Will Smith. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Two out, nobody on. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Eddie Alvarez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman. 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ortega is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brusdar Graterol takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Brusdar Graterol. Now
1. Ball down below. Count the pitch.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Well hit to right, but foul. 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Jason Hayward stands in as he looks at ball one here. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Freeman is up with it. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Now that.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yep, there's another heater right there. He is not going to deviate. He's going to pitch to his strengths. He doesn't care who's in the box.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
One's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. From the stretch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Dodgers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
8-5 tonight. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mitchell White claims the win out of the pen, his first. Keenan Thompson struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Brusdar Graterol wraps it up for the save, his 24th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.